things out of the way, first of all. If you've ever come to one of my trainings, you know that I never have PowerPoints and I never have notes. Because I literally speak to you from the heart, things that I have done. I teach you to do them, to duplicate them, replicate them, so that you can do the things that I do, right? You want to be known not only for who you are as a person, but for who you are as a businesswoman. And so, here's the thing. You also know, if you come to any of my other trainings, that they often run well over the scheduled time. And we can't do that. So this is their attempt to keep me on track. So this is we're going to go through this for the first time here. And my honestly, what I want to do is I want to run through this and then get as much time in for questions as we can. But when we say done questions, we have to be done because we have to move in and out again. We kind of went through it yesterday, but I just want to make that clear so we get really clear. So here we go. Class is about creating a brand. And here's a few pictures of my family and who I am. So these are my reasons why, of course, right? My family, my kiddos, my husband too. Some of you got to meet him. But that's Cooper, 3-year-old, and Cohen, my 9-month-old. And we've been vacationing this summer, so that was from this summer. And then me and my husband at a concert hanging out. So these are my people, these are my why. This is why I have pushed so hard, drive so hard to do what I do. And I know that every one of you has a why, whether it's family, whether it's a cause that pushes you. The reason why you're here today, right? So that's mine. Creating your brand is so simple. And it comes through videos and selfies mostly, right? We can all take selfies, and we do a lot. But there's also a lot of anxiety behind some of it, so we'll talk about that. But your brand is so very important to your success. We're going to talk about what is branding, defining your brand, and doing videos and selfies. So what is branding? Okay. So here's kind of some pictures of some ladies. They all have different brands. You want to have a personal brand, who I am. I'm a wife, I'm a mother. But then you have your unique brand. I'm a successful business owner, successful business woman, right? So you can kind of set the two apart. For me, I also believe that it goes beyond that. You have your personal brand. You have your brand that's represented through unique to your customers, but also to your teams. Okay? And I found that kind of funny. We'll talk about it here in a second about being yourself because everyone else is taken. Okay? So, for instance, when we talk about what is your brand, who are you, and how do you portray yourself to others? Everyone in this room already has started creating your own brand. The moment that you really created a Facebook page, does everyone have a Facebook page? You started creating your brand, telling who you are. So for myself, I thought it was kind of funny as you guys were coming up and getting pictures, and you're saying, I love that that's my brand. So I love that you're straight to the point. I love that you don't sugarcoat things. Why do I do that? Because we go sugarcoat, won't help you any. And I want you to be successful. But that's part of who I am, and that I have portrayed that through videos, right? Most of you have seen. So write down a couple words. Take out paper, write down a couple of words. Who are you? What is your brand look like? And we can mix in the two of as a human, as a person, and as a unique leader. Because I don't care what size you are, you're a leader in our company. So write down a few words, and then once you have them written down, shout out them. Independent, strong. Dependable, love it. Dedicated. Trustworthy is a good one. Creative, something. Outgoing. Yes. Knowledgeable.
Outstanding.
Hilarious, I love that. You go, girl. Relentless. Sincere. Great. And so that can be all kind of characteristics, but also mother, wife, daughter. right? So and we kind of talked about that on the social media side, but when you're posting, it's not all about being this strong businesswoman, it's also, I'm real, so that people can relate to who you are, right? Because if they can't relate, it doesn't look like anything they can do. So don't forget about that part when you're branding yourself. You have to be relatable. You have to be. And as you can see, when we started talking about that, all the different words that are coming out, there wasn't two that were the same. So we're all our own person, and we gotta own it. You have to own it. Because we all see like other people's videos. You might see my videos and say, oh, I want to be like Bree. Or Sherry Brown, she's hilarious. I want to be hilarious and funny like Sherry Brown. Or Amber Boyd, just so loving, energetic, and caring. But that's not you. So you have to create your own brand. That next year at convention, when you're walking through the halls, they're like, what's your name? Rhonda. That's Rhonda. Oh my gosh, I've seen her videos. She's so inspirational. That's what I want, right? I want to inspire people. And when people come up to me, oh, Brie, I love your videos. I say, cool, I'll keep doing this. If you like them, I'll keep doing it. You know, that's the reason why we do these things. And you have to do it for people. You're not doing this for yourself. You're doing it so that they have someone they can come and look up to. You have to remember this for your teams too. So that's where it comes in at 3 different parts, right? A lot of what we're going to talk about here is going to be the beginning of branding, which comes from when you begin your business, what are you doing? You're having parties, right? To expand your network, to let people know, hey, I am a unique presenter. So you have to define your brand. As soon as you started this business, if you didn't start letting people know what you were doing, you probably didn't get very far, right? Because if no one knows, they definitely can't buy from you, and they won't know that part of your life. So you have to share. So you have to define your brand. You are unique. Create and strengthen relationships. We are in the business of building relationships. That's what we do. And so you want people to know you as the best friend they've ever had. And I mean that so sincerely. You want people to know you as a friend. And you are in the business of collecting friends. Nobody can outfriend you. Okay? And you need to make, that comes in with a one-on-one connection with your customers. One-on-one. That's not a throw it out there post and maybe people will figure out who I am and what I'm like, right? It's the one-on-one connections that you're making with people. Recognition and credibility. Thanking your customers whenever they buy something. I personally will thank them publicly. You can thank them through an email, however you do it. I know that when I buy something and I think, oh, this is great, this person's gonna love it, they're gonna totally, I do it surprisingly, right? I don't even tell them to go to the website to buy, but they've branded themselves so I know where to get it. And then I can tell you that I've had people not say thank you. That person will never shop with you again. Never, ever, ever, ever. They won't do business with you because they do business with people that they can relate to and have a relationship with, like, know, and trust. Okay? They have to know you, they have to like you, they have to trust you. And this also comes in, guys, when we talk about people who do their first party. How many of you guys did a party when you first joined and it kind of sucked? Right? Okay, for one, you're not alone, see that? But the reason is because you were probably doing a party for a bunch of people you didn't know, you're expanding your network, and that's the first time they had this interaction with you. I bet if you went back and did another party immediately after that for the same people, same thing, and you made one-on-one connections by a PM, or that's probably the best way when we talk about Facebook, literally saying, hey, how are you? Not, can you buy my products, but how's your kid? Or how old is your kid? How do you know Mary Sue who joined the party? But getting to know the people. Here is a few pictures about who are you? Okay, so that's Lauren on the left. She did the class yesterday. If you know me, I have a little bit of a personality, kind of. And so that kind of gets portrayed through your pictures, right? You can put personality into pictures. And we'll talk about how you can do it in video. But you can be silly. You can be serious just because, oh, I'm a strong businesswoman, successful businesswoman running my own business, doesn't mean you can't have personality. And what does this do for people?
Makes them laugh.
Makes us laugh. They can relate to that, right? Maybe, I know probably a lot of people that are real goofy. Or they're like, oh, that makes me real. It makes me a real person and not just laser focused on business only, right? Be everywhere and be consistent. If you, this is the only slide that we really needed today, to be honest. When we talk about, when we talk about, I'm looking at it, I know I'm not, I'm here, okay. When we talk about being everywhere, that means you can use a few different forms of social media, right? So yesterday we heard someone talk about social media. So you find some that you like. I am Facebook fanatic. Like I started my business on there. I would say 90% of my business was grown through building relationships on Facebook, right? Recently, YouTube has become my second favorite. And Instagram is kind of my nemesis. I just haven't figured that one out yet. But Periscope, right? How many of you guys are on Periscope? It's the new thing, right? And it's so funny because I didn't realize, even though it tells you how many people are watching, right? Each time, I've done some really silly, ridiculous stuff on Periscope. Totally not business like related. Totally just, I guess I felt like nobody's on the other end of this, right? And so today, or here at the convention, people are coming up to me like, oh my God, I love your Periscopes. And I'm like, oh no. Oh no, you know? And they're like, when you're trying nothing being silly. So be everywhere. That also means when you're out in person, branding comes from wearing your mascara shirts out. One of my front level box office presenters, Melanie Nuts now, wears one eye constantly, consistently. And it's actually weird to see her when she puts two on. I'm like, this is different. Oh, right, that's you. But even when you're out in public, you can get out from behind the computer and still be creating your brand. So a lot of people say, oh, I'm from a small town, it's very hard to reach people. Oh, well then you should be known in that town as a unique presenter, right? It's about building your brand, and it takes time. So you have to be consistent with it. If not, it's not gonna work. Again, choosing a few different forms of social media. Branding through videos. Sometimes people think that videos is a cuss word, right? Did you know that 78% of videos that are posted on social media are viewed? So let's just kind of think about that, put it into perspective. If you were to pick up the phone like they had to back in the old days, right, to build your business and cold call people, how many, if you all did it right now, how many answers do you think you'd get? Right. So then let's evolve a little more. So then you send out emails, right? How many of you open every email that you get?
I don't.
Don't do it. 78% of videos are viewed. Think about it. Come on. Projected in 2017 that will rise to 84%. And I know the people who did this were probably really smart, but I would be willing to bet it's going to be even higher than that. Especially whenever you start creating them. Okay? 4.5 trillion YouTube clips. Okay? 78%. Connecting those? Here's the thing. Once you have built your brand, and while you're building your brand, when you're creating these videos, your videos are the ones getting seen in the 4.5 trillion. And you have to catch their attention quick. Okay? Does anyone feel a little intimidated by videos?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to go through this really quickly. But videos, I get it, they're intimidating. If you were to see, literally I have spent hours in my office before creating one video. Because I'll get through it and I'm like, oh, I'm rocking it. And it's like, I forgot what I was saying. Or, you know, or I mess it up. It's okay. It's okay. But what I want to give a little bit of advice on here is to start with something small. Start by getting on your phone. You can do this as soon as you leave here and just say, hey guys, just wanted to say hi from the convention. Love you all. And post it on your team page. Okay? You could even start with thanking a customer like your best friend, right? So your best friend buys mascara, send her a video and say, hey, Sarah, I love you, thank you for buying, miss you. Start with something small and comfortable. And then once you do that, you're gonna see that it gets a little bit easier. And again, off topic, but I want to run into this. I did a training with my elites, and we did a live Periscope. Some of you may have seen it with the affirmations. And we went around the room. Everyone had to get on Periscope. And I did not tell them they were doing it. Some didn't have makeup. I mean, it doesn't matter. So they got on Periscope, said their 5 affirmations, and when they all got done, they were like, and then the next day we did it again. And this time I made them do 5 affirmations, and then we went back around the room and did 5 more. And by the time we were done with that, they said, it's all good. We got it. Consistency, guys. Consistency. That will be my consistent message, is keep doing it because it gets easier, right? To reach a wider audience, a lot of people have this question on how to get my brand seen in front of more people. Well, you also have to understand that there are people outside of your unique network, right? But to get to widen that, you can go on, here's a tip for if you do your video, let's say you do pristine white eyeliner, right? You're doing a tutorial. If someone goes and searches white eyeliner, they're more apt, if they haven't heard of unique, to search just white eyeliner. So don't put that into your descriptions, but also be posting, and I'm not going to go all the way into how to do this on social media, but in YouTube you can put keywords, right? So you're putting white eyeliner, you're putting eyes pop, makeup tutorial, all of those kinds of things. And then when you're doing your video, you're showing it's unique, pristine. And we'll talk about in a minute, but you have a call to action for what they do with that. So those are videos that help to reach a broader audience, because they're not searching for just unique. Okay? But that same video can be done for just your unique customers. And that can be done through, let's say you make this video, and you post it on YouTube, and you just do your keywords. But you can take that same video and post it in your customers group, because we all have a customers group, right? And in that customers group, you say, hey, this is our new pristine eyeliner. I learned a new trick, check it out. So now they already know that that's your brand, that's your product, that's your thing. Completely different audience, right? Does that make sense? What makes a good video? So just real quick, what makes a good video for you guys? Exciting. Being authentic. Huh? Short. Yeah. Anyone ever heard of you have the attention span of a goldfish? Okay, so how long do you think the attention span of a goldfish is? Huh? 30? 5 seconds. 3? 3
5.
seconds? 5? Okay, so it's 9 seconds. The attention span of a goldfish. So what about a human? What's our attention span?
2.
2 minutes?
3 minutes.
3 minutes?
7 seconds.
Okay, so
I say minute.
This is scientific, y'all. Okay. That's hilarious. So here's the thing: if you don't catch them right from the beginning, they're going to go on because they have 4.5 trillion other videos to watch, right? On YouTube. And something this actually kind of hit home when I saw this, because there are a few videos that I have watched recently done by other people, and recently I've also seen the teachings of the 3-minute video. And so I'm watching a video, and I'm like halfway into it, but I'm kind of like, all right, I'm done, but how much? I mean, I kind of wanted to watch it to the end. And I look to see how long the video is, and it's like 2 or 3 minutes. But I'm already over it. Two brothers who does our attention span is 8.25 seconds. But the thing is, if you don't catch them right from the beginning, they're not going to watch it to the end. Okay? So keep that in mind when you're making your videos. You nailed it, but they have to be precise, short, to the point, and they have to grab attention. You're going to tell them what's it about, what's in it for them, and why they should watch. Because if you tell them why they should watch, then they're probably going to want to stay to the end to find out that information, right? All right, so here's a little demo on it's more into accessories. So here we go.
Hey girls, happy July. I wanted to give you some quick July update, and I have some super exciting news for you. So I'm going to start this video by telling you I have 3 things that I'm going to be talking to you about today. First thing is customer kudos, second thing is mascara, and third thing is opportunity.
No, that was planned. That was planned. Don't worry. So, what she was saying or this? There you go. So that's what she was saying. She was telling them what she was about. So that was a clip of one of her videos, right? So that she's telling them what she's going to inform them on. So if they want to learn about any of those things, keep watching, kind of thing. Does that make sense? Okay, I thought it was really good. The content of it. So after she gets done telling them that, she should probably inform them on it, right? So the content of your video has to be relative to what you're doing. So this is something, a very, very good example of what you're going to post in a party. You're going to do a video like this in a party so that you can inform them on the kudos, on any specials, how to start a virtual party, anything that you want them to know. You're going to tell them what you're doing, you're going to post it in there because 78% are viewed. So people are always asking, how do I get my parties to have more action? You have to have interaction. And that is proven that people are going to watch videos, okay? So your content has to be relative to the party. You can tell, you can do tutorials even, right? So with our brand new, fabulous brow gel, people are going to want to know why they should buy it. Brow gel, but okay, go get brow gel, right? That's always you can go with brow gel anywhere. But why do they want this one? So you're going to be telling them that in the content of your video. About the fibers. You're going to show them. Oh my gosh, when you show, anyone seen my very first tutorial video with the lashes? Yeah, I mean it had like literally 200,000 views. Because it showed why and how. And people, it was like a live thing versus just a side-by-side picture. Okay? So the content of your videos has to be pertinent, has to be quick, and interesting. So, you know kind of what should go into videos. Here we go into doing them, getting them done. Okay? And this is, again, consistency. You have to be doing them consistently. You can't do one and then not do another one for 6 months. For tons of reasons. For building your brand, but also for getting your videos seen among 4.5 trillion, right? The more you're doing, the more people are watching, the more yours are going to start popping up. YouTube is huge for business building and brand building. Huge. But you have to be doing the videos. And here are other ways to do them. Majesto is an app. And you can actually make videos, like you can do a video and then upload it, and then it kind of creates these cool, you'll see in a minute, some cool things around it with music and all of that. You can also do pictures in Majesto, so you can take pictures of things. Like you can take like a couple pictures in a row, upload them, and it's going to put it into the video format with